I'm Natalie.
And I'm Albert.
And we're journalists from Voice Came Magazine, a children's magazine written by children.
We're here for the Amazon Adventure screening
at the Ontario Science Centre.
Henry Bates's legacy is that he's the guy you never heard of who provided Darwin what was called the beautiful proof for his theory of natural selection. We've begun to realize, and there's research about this, that if you want to communicate scientific ideas, try and do that by connecting people to the actual scientist and the human story of the obstacles they overcame, the idea they had, the obstacles they overcame, the testing they did.
The movie not only appeals to adults, it also appeals to kids. So what do you hope that kids learn from this film?
Our hope is that kids take away, most importantly, I think, to be inspired by a guy who had a dream, had a quest, and he overcame all these obstacles and kept persevering. So to me, it's follow your passion and don't give up. That's really the major message. I mean, there's messages about learning about science and all of that stuff, but at its heart, it really is, follow your dream and don't give up.
What did you enjoy the most about writing the film?
I enjoyed discovering the fascinating world of mimicry, where one animal imitates another and has changed over time. I think just for people to come and see that caterpillar that looks like it's a snake, but it's not. It's a moth caterpillar. It becomes a beautiful moth. I think that discovering the rainforest and how the rainforest works, which we should all know about, because the rainforest controls our climate. Hello, we need to understand the rainforest. We need to understand biodiversity, mimicry, natural selection. So I think that was the most important thing we wanted to get across. Plus, never give up.
Henry Bates sent back thousands of species of animals to England. How helpful was that to science, and how did they use the information?
Good question. So I think it was helpful for two reasons. I mean, one is it just helps us catalog the diversity of life on Earth. So in the early 1800s, people were just beginning to explore the biodiversity in various parts of the planet. And Bates' collection helped us just know what was out there in the first place. I mean, we didn't know how many different kinds of plants or butterflies or beetles there were. So it gives us an indication just for the raw numbers, just to know that there's a lot there in the rainforest, and also what different kinds were there. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of people doing all kinds of research in the Amazon, including people studying ecology of the rainforest, basically trying to understand how species interact and how they may change over time. People studying evolutionary biology, like me, trying to understand why species look different from place to place and what makes them look different, including how ecological interactions can change them, how different genes can change to make them look different.
This is a stick insect, or a walking stick, and there was one in the movie. You guys saw the movie, right? There was one in the movie, but it's a bigger species because they have bigger ones in the world than these guys. These guys are actually from Thailand. So these guys, what they call camouflage, right? So they try to look like a stick. And actually these guys are kind of cool because they actually blend right in, because when they're stationary, they put their legs right flush with their body and their antenna and everything, so they just look like a stick when they're motionless, right? That's pretty cool. So, and then these guys just eat vegetation, so they never bite people or whatever, right? So they're, yeah. But of course, there are food items for other things, right? Monkeys and everything else, so they have to be careful so they don't get eaten.
What are some of the other animals you have here?
Well, we have some early favorite insect, cockroaches. So this is the one I got that's the best one to show you for camouflage. So these guys are giant pepper roaches. So want to try handling one of those?
Sure.
Okay. Got them. There you go. Awesome. So of course they're the same kind of thing. They're camouflaged, right? So because they don't want to be eaten, so they stay in. These guys like to hide, under logs or whatever during the day, and then they come out at night to feed, right? And of course they just eat vegetation and things too. So again, something that's prey item for other things, but they themselves just eat vegetation, and they eat the decaying wood and stuff, right? So that's that one. So that's the two insects. And then we have this guy. Now this guy's actually from the Amazon, but we didn't see him in the movie. So he blends in really well. So this is an Amazon milk frog. And he always looks like he's smiling all the time, believe it or not. You like that guy? So again, he just stays motionless during the day all the time on a log or a tree or whatever, right? And just, and then he'll go hunting at night. And of course, he eats insects, right? Insects, anything else he can catch or whatever. But during the day, he's just going to be just like that. He just stays stationary. So yeah, he's pretty neat.